meant to ask you, do you want to be certified in the use of enhanced interrogation techniques? And I had never heard that term before. This is May of 2002. I said, enhanced interrogation techniques, what's that mean? And he goes, we're going to start getting rough with these guys, like that. And I said, what's that mean? So he describes these 10 techniques. And I said, I don't know, man, that sounds like a torture program. And he said, it's not a torture program. We got it cleared by the Justice Department and the president signed it. He says, think about it. I said, yeah, give me an hour. I need an hour to think about it. I walked out of the cafeteria. I went up to the 7th floor, which is the executive floor. There was a very, very senior officer up there for whom I had worked 10 years earlier in the Middle East. Knocked on his door, no appointment or anything. And I said, hey, I need some advice. I was just asked if I wanted to be trained in these enhanced interrogation techniques. What do you think of that? And he said, first of all, let's call a spade a spade. He said, this is a torture program. They can use whatever euphemism they want, but this is a torture program, and torture is a slippery slope. He said, you know how these guys are. Somebody's going to be a coward, they're going to go overboard, and they're going to kill a prisoner. And when that happens, there's going to be a congressional investigation, then there's going to be a Justice Department investigation, and somebody's going to go to prison. Do you want to go to prison? I said, no, I don't want to go to prison. As it turned out, I was the only person who went to prison, but I said, no, I don't want to go to prison. I went back downstairs, I said, listen, I have a moral and ethical problem.